Get ready for a high-rise condo to be built right next to your single-family home. That's what's going to happen if liberal California politicians pass a crazy new bill. Coming up, I'll tell you about what SB 79 will do to home development in the state of California and how we're organizing to fight back. I'm Carl DeMaio, chairman of Reform California and a California state representative. There's something really bad going on in California politics as it relates to local control of housing. What's happening is politicians in Sacramento are eviscerating, stripping, eliminating local input, local control of housing projects across the state of California. Now, these politicians say the reason why we don't have affordable housing is because of NIMBYs. This is short for not in my backyard. That you property owners out there, you neighbors, you're the problem with expensive housing. Well, hold on a second. All the other states in the union have affordable housing. California has an absolute crisis when it comes to housing. And are you suggesting that Californians are more NIMBY than people in Texas or Florida or North Carolina or Tennessee or Iowa or anywhere else? I mean, that's what you'd have to believe, that if the problem is that it's you not liking housing full stop, which I don't believe is true, then wouldn't we be seeing this all around the country? A study was done a few years ago, and it's still very true. The researchers took architectural plans of a house and then applied for permits and tried to figure out how much it would cost to build that house using the same architectural plans, same square footage, same design, same everything, same materials. How much would it cost in Texas versus California? California cost 3 times the amount. Texas was $250,000. California was $750,000, mostly because of the regulatory burdens and the labor costs. The state building code requires all sorts of additional things be put on that house that are not required in Texas. Now, we can have a debate about the pros and cons of all those regulations, but that's the root cause of the cost overruns, not the fact that people generally are suspicious of a project being proposed in their neighborhood. Most people are reasonable about development. Most people say, okay, I'm for private property rights because if I'm going to do something on my property, I'd like to get people's fair consideration. But the reason why we have a process locally is so that the local neighbors can participate, dialogue, and then approve through either a county board, a planning commission, or a city council. The process, while sometimes frustrating, it still works. But not in California. In California, they've decided to eviscerate local control. They did this first through SB 9 and SB 10. These are 2 bills passed 3 years ago that said that anyone could buy a plot of land, a single-family plot, tear down that single-family home, and by right, SB 9 said you could build 4 units, a fourplex. SB 10 said if you're within X amount of feet of a bus stop, you can build a 10plex on one single family plot. By passing SB 9 and 10, single family zoning in California was quietly repealed. People didn't know that happened 3 or 4 years ago. Now, another sinister provision in the SB 9 and 10 legislation was that if a builder applies for a project approval with the city council and that city does not meet arbitrary goals set by Sacramento bureaucrats as to how many housing units should you build per year, every year, based upon our bureaucratic judgment, if a locality doesn't hit its target set by the state, the builder doesn't even have to ask permission of the city council. It's called the builder's remedy. They just get to build whatever the hell they want. Yeah, this is insane. Oh, I haven't even gotten to the bill I'm about to talk about that makes this situation even worse. I just wanted to bring us all up to speed on just how bad things are in California as it relates to, there goes the neighborhood, reckless development projects that don't fit the neighborhood, that don't incorporate local input on what the neighbors are willing to accept and would be comfortable accepting. So here's the latest. Are you ready? Senator Scott Wiener. Every time I see this guy, he just gives me the creeps. If you knew about his record as it relates to predators, you would know what I mean. In terms of passing bills protecting them. I'm not saying anything else besides that. Although someone has to question why is he so interested in passing bills protecting predators. But I'll leave that for a different podcast. Here's the headline, California Globe. Senator Wiener's SB 79, forcing single-family neighborhoods to accept low-income, high-rise apartments. Yes, SB 79 would say a single-family plot, if it's within 100 feet of a bus stop, can build up to 65 feet high. A high-rise. This is out of control. I already thought SB 9 and 10 were pretty insane. But SB 79 is yet another elimination of any sort of rational development protocols in the state of California. There goes the neighborhood. That's what I call each of these bills as they are pursued and passed. And by the way, this is going to pass. We're leading the fight at Reform California to stop it, to educate neighbors so that they know what's really going on, that they know about what's already happening on development with SB 9 and 10. And we're fighting for the repeal of SB 9 and 10 in addition to the blocking of SB 79. We need your help. Go to the website, reformcalifornia.org. That is ground zero in our fight to take back the state from the far left insanity that grips our government out here. Go to that website and sign up at the bottom. We are electing city council members, county board members, planning board members at the local level who are more thoughtful about development, who listen to neighbors, not just the rich developers. And of course, we are fighting for legislators who are going to protect local control. We have a campaign underway that not only recruits candidates, but focuses on this issue like a laser beam. If you go onto our website and click under the campaign tab, you'll find our Keep Housing Decisions local campaign. And this tells you all about SB 9 and 10, the Builder's Remedy, as well as the effort to put welfare housing projects, government subsidized welfare projects in every neighborhood without anyone knowing what's actually happening. And of course, we have a whole tutorial on the website explaining all of this to voters in your area. So please check out that campaign. While you're there, please consider chipping in a contribution to the fight. If you chip into a contribution on this campaign page for Keep Housing Local, Housing Decisions Local, it goes directly into our fight to repeal SB 9 and 10 and block SB 79. We can't do this without your help. So get off the couch, get in the fight, because one of these bad projects could be coming to your neighborhood very soon. A high rise as tall as 65 feet, simply because you're within 100 feet of a bus stop. It's insanity, and it needs to be stopped. Until next time, Carl DeMaio, Chairman of Reform California. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. But before you click away, please subscribe to this channel and click that notification button so you get updated when we post new episodes. Plus, like this video and share it with your friends so that we can help spread our message across the state. Reform California with Carl DeMaio is paid for by Carl DeMaio for State Assembly.